mentioned some of these things I want to say that the school should invest apart from the school business itself. Is how can what other source can schools generate money from apart from tuition?
Okay. Like we said earlier, it's important for school owners to look at it as a business first and foremost. Now, when you look at it as a business, the fact that it's a business means there are different aspects that can generate income. One of it, many of the schools have very nice halls, particularly over the weekends. When schools are not in session, those halls can be rented out for one gathering or the other. Even in my school, we're trying to have an alumni program. They say we have to pay 100,000.
For using the hall?
Exactly. Wow. The hall was built by the Alumni Association. But for it to be sustainable, because if everybody comes and say I'm alumni and they are using it for free.
For free. What maintains it?
Exactly. So that is one aspect. The school bus during holidays can be a source of income. Another thing is if it is a hostel, if it has hostel facility, that is another thing that can happen during holiday and all of that. Now, as teachers in a school, there are other things that we can be engaged in that can help. Sometimes research, and it can generate a lot of money. Okay, the fact that it's a school means that there are so many areas. You have the hall, you have the boarding facility, you have, sometimes you even have the field, open field. You have the school bus. You have even sometimes classrooms. Some have very good classrooms that can double as training rooms. Okay, so each and every of this can actually become a source of fund generation for the school. School bus can be used for social outing, can be on rent for social outing. The school hall, the same thing, for social outing or whatever outing. Maybe some people are doing annual meeting or something. It can be used, well decorated, and it will be a source of income for. Then the Alumni Association, I want to stress that we don't have a culture of Alumni Association in Nigeria. And that is a very vital and very important source of funding for schools. We underestimate the power that all the people that have passed through the school can muster to help the school grow adequately. So that's another source, ensure that you keep in touch. There should be an alumni table or office. It doesn't require too much. Just one laptop can do all the job. One laptop. You have all the names of pupils. Keep track of them. Thank God for the social media now. You can actually keep track and then begin to see how they are progressing. And then they come back once in a while. Have a, even though it's a primary school, get the parents to bring their children who are in secondary school. That's a way of getting them to keep remembering where they started from. So that is another source of income for the school. Then other things, like I've said, the classroom can be used. During holidays, there are other things. The field can also be rented out for usage, and many other things. I mean, the school can, if you have a very good art studio, vocational training, you have ICT room, you can do vocational training. So there are so many things that can be done. But because tuition is like the geese that lays the golden egg.
Yes.
And we are overburdening
exactly.
Whereas there are other things that can actually help to generate, that we can actually use to generate, income for the school. Yeah, or funding. Let me not say income, but funding for the school. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. What is your advice to our viewers?
Okay, viewers, my advice, first and foremost, is that everyone needs to be financially literate. Being financially literate means you need to understand 3 basic things about money. How to make money, how to manage money, and then how to multiply money. Very, very important. In any setting, whether you are a school owner, whether you are a business owner, whether you're a wife, a husband, a child, a youth, whatever, whoever you are, there is the need for you to understand how to make money, how to manage money, and how to multiply money. Very important. And that is what the whole thing about financial literacy is all about. To be able to make adequate and precise decisions about money.
How to make money, how to manage money, and how to multiply money. Let's take note of that. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back to Top 30 Education with Vicky Lawa. We're still here with Reverend Laja Shoniran. He is a financial expert and he has made us to understand that there is need to save, there is need for reinvestment, there is need to be careful of leakages that are affecting schools. Sir, finally, if you are to change anything in the educational sector in Nigeria, what will it be and why?
For me, I would like to change so many things. But over time, I've been around a couple of years and a couple of decades, and I think we missed it somewhere. And one of the very key aspects that I would like to change is our curriculum. Our curriculum must be up to date. We are teaching students what we were taught. I left school 38 years ago, and I learned recently that it's the same thing that we were taught then that is still being taught in school today. The world has changed. In fact, you see all manner of courses outside of Nigeria, which is not obtainable in Nigeria. So many courses, one course will have maybe 20 branches because now you need to be very specific about it. So curriculum, very important, because from the foundation, let's begin to teach children. They call it quantitative analysis and all of that, verbal reasoning, but it's only peculiar to private schools. Because if you don't teach children to think, if you are just teaching them, taking the information and regurgitate it or give it back to you, you are not developing them. You must help them process, let them think, give them opportunity to think, teach them to think, because I think it was Henry Ford that said the greatest job on earth is how to think. Not worry, because people can easily think thinking is worrying. No. Thinking creatively, thinking about solution, thinking about how to make this world a better place. Because that's actually what God gave every human being as our core purpose in life. Everything can draw from there, but it is for you to make the world a better place than you met it. And that can only happen if we start from the foundation. We begin to teach children to think. If you look all around us, you will see the effect and the impact of people not thinking. So if there's anything I want to change, the curriculum, and it must encompass the ability to think. If people begin to think, people begin to improve on what is available. And when we begin to improve on what is available, we begin to have a better society.
Thank you very much, sir. We've been having a wonderful time with Reverend Naja Shonero. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us this opportunity.
It's my pleasure.
For sharing out of your wealth of knowledge. My people, you have heard so much today about money, how to make money, how to manage money, and how to multiply money. This is Top 30 Education with Vocational. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to press the bell button so that you can always be notified whenever we drop a video. I remain your host, Vocational.